Right, the HIKvision camera, little tiny HIKvision dome camera, is a fantastic little camera. It comes with a cable on the end, and you can see a whole bunch of connectors on the end too. Now these connectors you may or may not need to use, depending on sort of where you're using. Most just tend to just use the data cable because it can carry the data and the power. But the one on the end here is an alarm cable, so it allows you to connect the camera to an alarm, so the alarm can trigger the camera, or it can trigger an alarm if there's any motion. Now you can set that up using the software internally on the camera, which you just log in and do, and then you just wire in your alarm. So that can be useful if you're using CCTV, or if you want to log any sort of wildlife usage or movements to trigger any event. The other connector is an audio connector. The camera itself has got a little tiny built-in mic. It's just on the end there. There it is. So it's a tiny little mic, and it's very, very sensitive. However, you may want something a little bit more substantial, so you can actually tap in or put in an external mic, high gain mic, and then tell the camera to take the audio off that mic rather than the internal one. So that's quite useful. The little connector is a DC in power connector. Now this is really good if you want to take this camera and place it remotely and power it remotely, and it runs off a 12-volt power supply, so you can run a DC cable straight to it from a battery or a power source directly. Or you can power it through the data cable, or they're called PoE. So this is the data cable, the Lan Connector, and as you can see, it's quite a little fat connector. It's the reason for that is there's another attachment that comes with the camera which can waterproof that connector. Now this cable or this connector connects to your network cable or your bridge, so which then transmits to your network. So you can use Cat5, Cat6, and that allows the camera to be seen on your network. So those are all the connectors on the camera. As I say, you won't need all of them. If you don't need to use them, just pin them up out the way, or put them in the raised base, which you can get as well, and away you go. Thanks for watching.